Welcome back to the channel and to another new episode of 5 things you might not know about WWE Games. So if you don't know already, this series works the same way as the yearly series, only this time featuring every WWE game in history. With that said, let's get into it with another 5 things that you might not know about WWE Games. Gregory Helms, also known as the Hurricane, was last playable in the series back in SVR 2008. But what you might not know is that he also featured in SVR 2011, but not as a playable character. Why this was, not entirely sure, but he did feature in that year's Road to WrestleMania mode, but for whatever reason wasn't allowed to be playable.
My her sense was tingling. But I see you were in the right place at the right time, citizen. So let me get this straight. You save people. You put out fires. And you wear a mask? It sounds like someone's trying to put the hurricane out of her job. What's up with that?
Hey, I'm no superhero. Just an ordinary guy trying to help out.
I'll be keeping my her eye on you, Ray, if that is your real name.
So for anyone that played the classics back in the days of SVR 2007 and 2008, might know about some of the craziness that could be done backstage. Whether it be drinking a beer with Stone Cold, or a giant Hulk Hogan statue crushing you, it did feature some pretty crazy OMG style moments. But what you might not know is that some of these environmental grapples did feature their own unique reversals. Check out this short compilation of some of the best. Now the last time we officially saw CM Punk in WWE Games was back in 2K15, which means that was the only game to feature Punk in a then new-gen WWE game. But what you might not know is that he also made an unofficial appearance a couple of years later in 2K17. Now for anyone that followed the series for that specific year back then might remember as we covered it, but if you go to this location within that year's Create an Arena mode, you can actually see various posters which were leftover assets from previous years, some of which featured CM Punk. It goes without saying this wasn't intended, and shortly after that episode there was an update for the game which removed these from it. Next up, a fun one, which is a pretty cool thing if you're a fan of the Boogeyman. Now if you're a fan of the Boogeyman when he featured in WWE Games, then chances are you might know this one, but if you didn't really play as him when he was featured, which is probably most of us, then you might not know you can actually feed your opponent worms. This was simply done as winning the match with the Boogeyman, as this would take place in his post-match winning scene. Now anyone that's followed WWE Games for a good amount of time might know that over the years the series has featured various fourth wall breaks, which essentially mean the game admitting that it is a video game. One game to feature such a moment was WWE All Stars, which featured some pretty entertaining audio when you would leave both controllers idle. So when nothing happens, after a short amount of time, you would get idle commentary, with JR and the King both questioning what exactly was going on.
Hey, what's the holdup? Put the controller in your hand and let's get this match going.
You guys need an alarm clock? What's going on? Press a button.
Hey, you think I got time to sit and wait on you guys all day? Get back here and start the match. Hey, any day now. We're not getting any younger out here. I don't know what's going on here, but somebody better press the fast forward button, for goodness sake. You know, I might just lie down under the table and take a nap. Will you let me know when it's go time? JR needs nappy. The pace of this match has really slowed down. Does anybody else need a restroom break? Well, there's not a lot going on now, so I'm gonna go get me a little barbecue sandwich. I don't know what these guys are doing, but somebody's gonna have to make the first move, or I'm headed back to Oklahoma. Hello? Hey, will somebody press a button already?
I think I'm gonna get something to eat. Call me when they decide to get back to it. Hey, I hope we're not disturbing you. Get that controller in your hand and let's get back to work. Hey, you on the controls, wake up and get in this match.
Well, considering there's not much really going on right now, I'm gonna go get some popcorn.
If you enjoyed the episode and want to see more like it, then support it with a like and a comment. As always, stay tuned for more like this coming to the channel soon. And until next time, this has been 101, and I will see you all on the next one.